Good afternoon. I just wanted to take a moment to say hello to you all. I hope that the week is going well for you so far. I usually do a video like this earlier in the week, but the week has gotten away from me. It's been kind of crazy for me. I assume that it possibly has been for you as well. So I just wanted to point out the first assignment and the type of assignment. If you haven't done so already, please go look at the Get Started information. It explains everything that we're doing in this course. There's also the handy course schedule that shows the different assignments in the different weeks. Now, please just pay attention. If you see something that doesn't match up to the shell, please let me know. And when I say shell, I mean activities shell. This holds all of our activities for the semester. Okay, as mentioned, I believe in the Getting Started information, there'll be several times throughout the semester that you'll see resources. There won't be any points attached to them and no submissions even allowed. These are just informational. Take them or leave them. If there's nothing required about them, but since you are college freshmen, if that, some of you are still in high school, this may be a good chance for you to look over some of this stuff. This first part is just about general writing issues. There's setting up the essay in Word is also on here. Then down here below we have this funny little video with this guy standing in Word. Now, having said all that, this video is about the classic 5-paragraph essay. We do not always, that's just a good thing to fall back on if we need it. Essays are not that formulaic. You write as many paragraphs as needed for the given assignment. And then there are some other links down here. Some of them may actually be repeated links. These are just resources just to help you, especially if you're struggling with anything. You can look around there. Now, for the first few weeks, we're going to be reading various articles or essays. And when we do that, I want you to annotate. And so this first one is Emig, and you should always do the annotation before going and doing the discussion. So the Emig annotation, I explain that you should download the article here. So I've pulled all of these articles from online sources and I've given them credit as far as where they're coming from. You can easily look them up yourself. And ideally, you would print this so that you can mark on it, right? And so these pages, look here, 122 is the page number, 123. Okay, so you would read over this, mark it up, and this is active reading. Anytime that you have a pen in hand and you are actively engaged with the reading, you are going to be that much better off, okay? You're actually going to be retaining the information that you're looking at. And anytime that we make notes to ourselves in the margins, anytime we circle unknown words and look them up and make a note, that is annotation. Well, there's no way that I can easily have you turn in annotations that you've made. Also, I want you to take it one step further and think about the annotations that you've made. So that's why we have you do the annotation activity. So you'll find that here. And it says, as you read, pause to write in the margins of your printed text. I've already mentioned that. This is you writing on the text. And then you're going to make a one-sentence annotation for each page. So we just showed a while ago that like your first page is what, 122? And so on 122, what is one thing that really stood out to you? Maybe it's a word that you don't know the meaning to. Maybe it's a question that you have. Maybe it's something that's just really sticking out for you. Here are some options about things to be looking for as you read. We may not do a whole lot with, for instance, with character analysis because we're dealing with nonfiction work. But the other things can be there. And then here, so you've already written on your text, you've already read the article. Now, look on page 122. And what area is it that you're concerned with? Maybe it's paragraph 2 or something. Whatever. Then you go over here and you write in at least one complete sentence what it is that you're talking about. Maybe it's an unknown word. Maybe maybe you have a word that you did not know the meaning to. For instance, the word on page 122, heuristic. Okay. I don't know about you, but that's not a word I use every day. So when you look it up, you may find that heuristic means enabling a person to discover or learn something for themselves. Emig says that writing is a heuristic. So this is a perfectly fine annotation for the fact that we have an unknown word, heuristic, on page 122. So you'll go to 123 and mention something here. Perhaps you note that the Emig basically gives the definition of writing. Okay, and then you may say, Emig says that writing, whatever, you finish it. I'm not going to do these for you. I hope this helps. So page number, and there needs to be at least one per page, only one. You're not going to get extra points for giving me multiple from each page. Pick out one thing from the page, the area of interest, and then the annotation for it. What about it? Okay. So once you're done with that, you will save it, right? Find a file to save it in. Okay. And then whenever you go to upload, I'm just going to show you really quick how to upload in case this is the first class for anyone. Okay, so Emig annotation, choose file. Oh, mercy. I'm just going to pretend I have it, okay? And then click here and upload, okay? Always go back and look at your submission, and yours should be filled in. This one's not. Anyway, okay. Once you have done the annotation and you've read the article and you really understand it, then you can go and participate in the discussion board. Always do the annotation first, okay? All right, I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, please email me or use the Help Me discussion thread right here. That way that if you have a question, maybe the whole class can benefit from the question and the answer. All right, have a good weekend, and I will talk to you next week.